أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم إنك حميد مجيد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, wonderful viewers. Welcome again to yet another episode of MTA System here on MTA International Gambia Studios. Today our topic of discussion is on making peace between people. Welcome kids once again. I'm saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to all of you. So we start our program with the recitation of the Holy Quran by Brother Ibrahim Fatima Kasama.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi
Wa
wabarakatuh.
alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. Translation. Surely all believers are brothers, so make peace between brothers and fear Allah, that mercy may be shown to you.
Thank you so much, Brother Ibrahim Fatima. That's a wonderful recitation. As from the Quran, it has been said in Surah Hujurat that solely all believers should be brothers. This is to inculcate the peace between people, and it is said that this verse lays special stress on Islamic brotherhood. What is brotherhood? To inculcate peace, to encourage peace among people and humanity, and Islam to raise no dissension, which means no differences between brothers. So as young children, we have to be the bearers of peace anywhere we go, to be exemplary as Ahmadi children by any means. So if there happens to arise a quarrel or dispute between two brothers, what is expected from us is to inculcate peace or to bring peace among those two, but not to be supportive at another end and leave the truth. So you have to be truthful and bring peace between those two parties who were fighting, or there was a quarrel between. So this would be the perfect example of a good Ahmadi children. So another thing is, Muslims, we are bound at once to bring about reconciliation between the quarreling parties, which I already mentioned. By all means, we have to try and bring peace among those two parties who we are fighting. Islam's real strength lies in this ideal of brotherhood, which transcends all barriers of caste, color, or climb. So what is the commentary is trying to say here is Islam focuses or ideal more on brotherhood, which without looking at any barriers or caste, which mean no difference in colors. It doesn't mean he is a white, I'm a black. So these two parties are fighting. He's a black, I'll be supportive to him. That should not be the case. You have to be someone who is just and bring reconciliation between them. As it is said in the Holy Quran also, in Surah An-Nisa verse 29, reconciliation is the best. No matter what, when someone offended you, what you have to do, you have to forgive the person and reconcile, but not to bring about dispute or fight with the person. It doesn't worth it. And also, as it is said in Surah An-Nisa verse 129, that reconciliation is best. So as children, wherever we find two parties they are fighting, we should not take sides. So we should bring about reconciliation, for that is what is best for all of us. And there is a saying of the Holy Prophet in the Hadith, Riyal al-Salihin. So our brother Ibrahim Fatima Kasama will recite that.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
An Abi Hurairah radiyallahu anhu qala Rasulullahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Qulu salami minan nasi alayhi sadaqatun, Qulu yawmin tatlu fihi samsu tadilu bin bainal isnaini sadakatun wa ta'irul rajulu ala rabatihi fatah suluhu kalimat tayyibatu sadakatun wa bikuli kutwatin tamsiha las mutafakun alayhi.
Thank you so much, brother Ibrahim Fatima. Please give the paper to Tahira to view the translation of that hadith.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Translation. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "Charity is incumbent upon every human limb every day on which the sun rises. To bring about just reconciliation between two contestants is charity. Helping a person to mount his animal or to load his baggage onto it is charity. A good word is charity. Every step towards the mosque for salat is charity. To remove anything from the street that causes inconvenience is charity." Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, Sister Tahira Fofana. So as we see in this hadith, the Holy Prophet said, charity is incumbent upon every human limb. Every day we wake up, every day, just reconciling among two parties that are having dispute is a charity. If someone is trying to mount his animal, although now we hardly have that in our society, but even though you help an old man or an old woman or anyone you see in the street facing any difficulty, it's a charity. You went to the street and see something that's inconvenience for people, you pick it up, you remove it there, it's a charity. And I believe we all want to have the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to please him. So to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is what we have to do. We have to follow his instructions. Worshipping Allah is not only going to the mosque and worshipping, but to follow his commandment. And this also is part of it. For us to establish peace or to bring peace among people, this is what we have to encourage. Even in our schools, you will not say, this is my friend, he's fighting with someone else there, you don't know, or you having a quarrel with that person. So you find them they are fighting, you went and support your friend because he's your friend. That should not be done. What we have to do as Ahmadi children, always, we have to encourage peace. That's what the Holy Prophet advised us. And in the Holy Quran also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is what he advised us, to reconcile among two parties. For this is what is best for all of us. And also in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah said, "O you who believe, be steadfast in the cause of Allah, bearing witness in equity." Bearing witness in equity, in equality, not bringing differences. Yes, Ibrahim, Fatima Kasama, and Husayfa are fighting. I will support Husayfa because Husayfa is my friend. We are not being equal between them. Allah said we have to make make equity between them. So this is what is advised. This is what we have to do. And also the verse continue, and let not a people's enmity inside in you. Yeah, to have hatred, to have a grudge against someone, because I have something to do with Husayfa. Ibrahim is an opposed person. I will fight Ibrahim. That should not be done. You have to encourage peace, bring peace among them. This is what is better for us as we are young children. As we grow, if we grow up with that mindset, we will be somebody like who will not be biased. We will be straightforward in anything we do, and we will be truthful as young children. And also the adfals, in your pledges, you always said, I will always speak the truth. So this equity also is emphasizing on that, speaking truth and reconciling people at one go. So this is what we have to do. We have to encourage peace among people, not that you find people having a problem, you support one side. And also the verse continue, to act otherwise than with justice. Be always just. That is nearer to righteousness. If you are just, you are nearer to righteousness. And if you gain righteousness, you get the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You get his happiness. He will not be angry with you. So as youngsters of this Jamaat, we have to encourage peace by all costs. And the verse continue, fear Allah. Solely Allah is aware of what you do. So this is it. You know that what you are doing between Ibrahim and Usayfa is wrong. You know that maybe Ibrahim is the one, Usayfa is the one who says something bad to Ibrahim, but you are not being just between them. You came and support Usayfa. That's undone. That's not justice. So as youngsters, we have to be just. This is the stage we have to encourage justice and be truthful and encourage peace between ourselves, and not to be supportive of one another, but to be just among ourselves. And also, there's another hadith from Riyadh al-Salihin, hadith number 250, which says, Kulsum relates that she heard the Holy Prophet say, he who brings about peace between two and attains good, or says that which is good, is not a lie. If someone come and find two people fighting, but even though you know that Ibrahim is at fault, not Husayfa, but to bring about peace, anything you said there is not a lie, because you are trying to inculcate peace between them. For that, Allah is aware and He knows. And also, our beloved Khalifa stated this in the 2005 Peace Symposium at London Baitul Futuh. He said, the purpose of the advent of the founder of Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, has bring mankind closer to reconciliation of its one creator, which means to bring the mankind nearer to its creator. So how are we going to do that? If we reconcile each other, we bring love among each other. As our motto said, love for all, hatred for none. You should not inculcate any hatred in our heart for another person. And also it continues and says, to draw the attention of man, to honor the rights of man. What are the rights of man? Among them is peace. Peace is the right of man. And also he says, the tax for which, that's the Promiscuous word, and I quote, he said, the tax for which I have been commissioned is that the division that has arisen between God and the relationship with his creation should be removed. That is the breach, the division. People are going far from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nowadays. People are engaged in things that are unjust. So to remove this division, that's why the Prophet said that one of his advent is because of this. And also to establish love and sincerity by showing the truth, to ending religion conflict and lay the foundation of peace. You see, to remove that boundary between the division between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to inculcate what love and sincerity, and showing the truth always. Someone cannot be peaceful without being truthful. If you are truthful, you'll be peaceful and you'll be a promoter of peace. So I'm going to ask you a question. What do you understand in this perspective of making peace between people? Or if you have any question to ask. What is the importance of making peace between people? That the Holy Quran emphasizes, and also the Holy Prophet emphasizes. And also the Prophet Messiah also emphasizes on this. To bring peace among people, you have to have love and what? Sincerity. And for that, you'll be truthful. And truthfulness is the key of being a person to be peaceful among two parties. Or anywhere you go, to be truthful, to be peaceful, you have to be truthful. This brings us to the end of this episode of MTA Kids Time. Till we come on your way again, I am your host, Aliou Diouf. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.